The Toronto Maple Leafs had an unbelievable year this season. They went from 30th the year before to making the playoffs last season. A lot of credit for that has to go to the goaltender Frederik Andersen and the amazing rookies led by Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander. Those guys, along with career seasons from guys like Nazem Kadri and Tyler Bozak, the Toronto Maple Leafs forced the Washington Capitals to Game 6 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals, eventually losing that game in overtime. Now, I was down at Maple Leaf Square for that game, and I have never in my life seen a team's fan base be so proud of a team that just got eliminated. But now the question begs, what can the Maple Leafs do this offseason to be even better next season? Tonight at the NHL Awards, the Vegas Golden Knights will be announcing their roster, and a lot of teams are going to be losing some solid players. The Leafs really aren't. They will be losing probably one of Martin Marincin, Kirby Reichel, or Brendan Leipsic. Due to reports, it sounds like Brendan Leipsic will be the guy that Vegas takes. It's not a huge blow to the Maple Leafs. Now, I like Levo a lot, but I would have rather them have protected Leipsic than Levo. I think Leipsic has a lot more upside to him, but what are you going to do? Now, let's be honest for a second. The main need of the Toronto Maple Leafs this offseason is to acquire a defenseman or two. Now, when Vegas announces their roster tonight, they're going to have a handful of defensemen, more than they are going to need, so they're going to have to trade some away. That's where the Leafs should come in. And that's just what the Maple Leafs have been doing. George McPhee has confirmed that he and Lou Lamoriello have been in trade talks. Who are the Leafs targeting? We're assuming a defenseman. Mark Mathot's name has been brought up, but one name that I really like that I heard this morning was Colin Miller. Both, I think, would be good fits for the Maple Leafs, but Colin Miller is a right-handed shot, and he's a lot younger. Those two things alone, I think Mike Babcock would want him more than Mark Mathot, and you might not have to give up as much to get Colin Miller as you would to get Mark Mathot, so, I mean, who knows, but if we could get Colin Miller in a trade that wouldn't cost the Maple Leafs too much, I think that that'd be a huge bonus for us. Looking past the expansion draft, I mean, the Leafs, again, won't be doing a ton this offseason, if you ask me. They're going to acquire a defenseman, hopefully two. If you look in the free agent market, we're not paying Kevin Shattenkirk the money he's going to demand. I don't think we're going to be paying Carl Alsner the money he's going to demand either, so who's left? I'm really intrigued by Michael Stone. I think bringing in Michael Stone would be a perfect defense partner for Connor Carrick in that third-line defensive role. And then your top four can be Nikita Zaitsev, Jake Gardiner, Morgan Rielly, and another defenseman you bring in, whether that be Colin Miller, Mark Mathot, Carl Alsner, or whoever else becomes available. The Leafs also have a hole in the fourth-line center spot. Now, Brian Boyle came in at the trade deadline last year and played amazing in that spot throughout the latter half of the season and the playoffs, but I don't see him resigning because I believe he sees himself as more of a third-line center while the Leafs have a spot available for the fourth-line center. I believe Dominic Moore would be a perfect player to fill that spot with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's played in this market before. He's a very defensively responsible player, and he probably won't cost you more than $1 million. For the backup goaltending spot, I would have really pressed hard for Peter Budaj. He played amazing last season, but he just signed a 2-year contract extension with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So now looking at who's available, I wouldn't be too upset if the Maple Leafs brought back Curtis McElhinney for just one more season. Now, I know last season McElhinney probably played a little bit better than he truly is, but he seems to be a great fit. He seems to get along with all the young guys. He seems to be a mentor for a lot of these young guys. Why not bring him back for one more season? The Maple Leafs also have the 17th overall pick in this year's NHL entry draft. Now, I believe they should definitely keep that pick. And I believe with that pick, they should be drafting a defenseman. Now, there are a lot of good defensemen available around the 17th pick in this year's NHL entry draft, but I don't know all of them that well. The one I do know well is Nicholas Hague of the Mississauga Steelheads. And I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not saying the Maple Leafs should pick him, but if he's available, it would definitely be a good pick. He is a very big defender. I believe he's about 6'4" or something like that. He's actually quick on his feet, and he played against every team's top offensive player during the entire OHL playoffs, and he kept up with them. Now, again, I'm not saying the Maple Leafs should definitely pick him on Friday night. I'm just saying he's somebody that they should keep an eye on because I believe he's going to be a very good defender in the NHL. So, yeah, the Maple Leafs just need to stick to the program, not make too many changes. You know the offense is going to score. Improve the defense a little bit. Steady Freddie in net. He's a very good #1 goalie. Don't need to fix anything there. Coaching staff is great. They don't have as much to do this offseason as they did last offseason. So there you go. That is my offseason plan video for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. Please like my page on Facebook. It's all about hockey. The link to that can be found down below. And please email me at theshanniclan19@gmail.com because I want to hear your opinions on what the Maple Leafs should do to get better this offseason. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys here next time.